We carved our names into borrowed time, swore the cracks would never show. I built a home out of your maybes. You let the silence grow. You smiled like you meant the future, like it wasn't made of glass. I held on to every heartbeat. You let them all just pass. I was counting days and decades. You were counting exits out. I called it love, you called it timing. Now I'm drowning in the doubt. We promised forever in the dark, with our hands tied, hearts uncovered. I gave you every broken part. You gave me words that never mattered. I planned a life, you planned your leaving. I stood still while you kept running. I promised always, I meant forever. We promised forever. You promised nothing. Your jacket's still on my chair, like you might walk back in. But your goodbye was in the way you left, not in where you'd been. You said don't make this harder, like loving you was easy then. You closed the door so gently, still broke me in the end. I was writing us in stone. You wrote our names in sand. I reached for something real. You slipped right through my hands. We promised forever in the dark, with our fears dressed up as faith. I gave you truth, I gave you scars. You gave excuses, gave me space. I waited through the silence, screaming. You slept fine without explaining. I promised always, I meant forever. We promised forever. You promised nothing. Maybe I loved the idea of you more than who you chose to be. Maybe you loved how I loved you, never loved me. I kept the vows you never made, still feel them every night. Funny how you don't miss the weight when you were never holding tight. We promised forever, I meant every word. You nodded like it cost you nothing. Now I'm learning how to unlearn all the dreams I kept becoming. You moved on like it was nothing. I'm still here learning to be someone. I promised always, I meant forever. We promised forever. You promised nothing. If love's a lesson, I survived, but I won't forget the cost. Next time I hear forever, I'll ask what it really means before I get lost. I knew your footsteps in the dark, like a clock I didn't need to hear. Every wall knew our names by heart. Every silence felt less severe. Your jacket's still behind the door, like you're running late, not gone. I keep pretending this house is warm, but the heat we had is done. I learned your breath like a prayer at night. Thought that meant you'd always stay. Funny how love can feel so right and teach you how to walk away. You were my home, now you're a memory, a light I see but can't return. I built my life where your heart used to be. Now every room is a lesson learned. I still live where we used to be, but you were my home, now you're a memory. I talk to you in empty rooms, like you're listening somewhere near. Your name still shakes me when it blooms in conversations I don't hear. I pass the places we outgrew, like the frozen in our time. Everyone says I'll find someone new, but they don't know what was mine. You knew my fears before I spoke, held my doubt like it was small. Now I'm learning how to cope with no one catching me when I fall. You were my home, now you're a memory, a song I hum but can't complete. I gave you parts of me for free. Now I don't know who I'm supposed to be. I still dream where we used to be, but you were my home, now you're a memory. If love's a place, I lost the key. If time's a thief, it robbed us blind. I don't miss who you are now, I miss who you were every night. If I could choose just one mistake, I'd still make all of them with you. 'Cause even pain you helped create feels better than a life that's new. You were my home, now you're a memory, a fire that taught me how to freeze. I carry you in everything, in who I was and who I'll be. I don't hate what we couldn't be, I just miss where I felt free. You were my home, now you're a memory. If I ever learn to love again, I'll know what safe is supposed to feel like. Because once upon a time, you felt like home. I wore your storms like they were mine, defended you when you were wrong. I bent my truth 1,000 times just to keep us standing strong. I emptied pockets, broke my pride, made your fears my daily prayer. I stayed when leaving felt justified. You left when staying needed care. I learned to speak in your silence, calm neglect just needing space. I kept believing in your promises while watching love erase. I gave you everything, you gave up. When it got heavy, you let go. I held us together with bleeding hands. You said you didn't know. I shrank myself to fit your life, cut my dreams down to your size. I called your distance temporary while watching the truth in your eyes. I carried guilt I didn't earn, apologized for your mistakes. You said you loved me in your way, but love shouldn't feel this unsafe. I waited for you to fight for us like I fought every day, but you watched us fall apart and called it fate. I gave you everything you gave up. When love asked more than words, I built the future in my head. You barely heard. I stood in fire to keep us warm. You walked out when it burned. I gave you everything you loved. That's the hardest lesson learned. Maybe I love the version of you that never learned how to stay. Maybe I was just a chapter in a book you threw away. I don't regret the love I gave. It was real, it was true, but I regret believing you'd have a fight like I do. I gave you everything you gave up. When choosing me felt hard, I handed you my whole damn heart. You dropped it in the dark. I'll heal from all the weight I carried from loving you non-stop. I gave you everything you gave up, but I won't break, you already stopped. One day you'll miss the love I gave, the way it never quit. I gave you everything you gave up, and I survived it. I memorized the sound of your goodbye before you ever said my name. I built a home out of a maybe and called the silence faith. You smiled like you were staying, but your eyes were already gone. I was holding on to shadows, thinking I was holding on. Every promise felt like glass, pretty sharp and never meant to last. I fell in love alone while you were halfway out the door. I gave you all my heart. You were just killing time, nothing more. I wrote a story in stone. You read it like a passing tone. You never knew the depth I'd known. I fell in love alone. I replay every conversation, searching for the turning point. Where did hope become a habit and love a one-way choice? You said you weren't ready. I heard wait like your warmth for need, and your absence for space to breathe. I fell in love alone while you were learning how to leave. I made you mine forever. You made me something temporary. I built a world for two. You never moved into. You never knew the truth I'd known. I fell in love alone. Maybe love isn't cruel. Maybe I just love too deep. Maybe you were honest, and I heard what I needed to believe. Fell in love alone, but I'm learning how to let it go. I won't beg the past to stay, or blame myself for what you couldn't give away. I'll take my heart back home, teach it how to feel whole. Even if it's just my own, I won't fall in love alone. I heard your voice to someone else, like it was nothing like I was. Just another name you used to know, another season that you lost. I keep your jacket by the door, like you might change your mind. Smells like all the nights we swore we'd never say goodbye. You moved on like it was easy, like my heart wasn't involved. I still love you, even if you don't. Even if my name don't shake your bones, even if your hands belong to someone who's not me at all. I still see you in my sleep, still feel you when I breathe. I know I should let you go, but I still love you, even if you don't. You said you needed time to grow. I gave you space, I gave you grace, but time just taught me how to hurt, and love just learned to stay in place. I smile when people say your name, like it doesn't tear me apart. I act like I'm okay these days, but okay is just a cover for my heart. You look happy in the distance, I look broken up close. I still love you, even if you don't. Even if you never feel this ghost, I carry us like something holy. You carry on like I was old. I still hear what you meant in everything you never said. I know I should let you go, but I still love you, even if you don't. Maybe love isn't supposed to stay, maybe it's just meant to teach. But if that's true, then why do you still feel so close yet out of reach? I don't blame you for leaving, I just hate that you forgot that I loved you like forever, and forever's what I lost. I still love you, even if you don't. Even if your heart is closed, even if I'm just a child. even if you don't. Ooh. Maybe someday it won't hurt to say your name out loud alone, but for now I love you quietly, even if you don't.